You are now tuned in to AJC News Today, Connecticut's #1 news station, trying its hardest to be a news station. Our top stories today: September's edition of the Hot Jobs List, ways to get your money up, not your funny up, and the return of AJC success stories. You are now watching AJC News Today.
Hello and welcome to AJC News Today, Connecticut's first news station to appear overnight. I am Singquel Short. We begin today's segment on a comedic note with recent reports of someone who was caught skipping work at a job fair. Very tricky situation there, indeed, no doubt about it. My only question would be, why was the witness at the job fair to begin with? First up this week, with things getting back into gear, AJC News wanted to highlight some of those small moments the American Job Center had this summer to re-engage with one another. We now send you to one of our reporters who has a developing story at a local job fair.
Thanks, Singquel. We are live here today at the AJC Women's Center in Middletown, Connecticut. I have Anna with me today to talk about today's event. So, Anna, what can you tell us about the event that your organization put together today?
So today's event is called the Baby Fair. Here at AJC Women's Center, one of our goals and missions is to empower women, men, and families to have a better future for themselves, for the babies and the families that they're raising. So today's Baby Fair is to be able to provide resources for them, such as diapers, wipes, clothes, and multiple housing things that they might need, as well as providing them with community resources as well.
When connecting with partner organizations like the American Job Centers, ACES, or Adult Eds around the local area, what services or resources do you try to network to the local community?
So the resources that we're trying to network with the community is resources that can help build these families up, to help provide them to better empower them with jobs, a better future, like adult education, gives them free education. They can get free GED. I'll provide it along with free childcare, which is something that's very needed, as well as the neighborhood housing services that provide $15,000 worth of rental assistance, as well as like $1,500 worth of electricity assistance. And there's also ACES. ACES provides, the early Head Start services. So things like that, just to help empower these families and give them a better future.
Thanks so much. We are live here in Middletown, Connecticut at the AJC Women's Center Job Fair.
In other news today, we await the return of the American Job Center's highly anticipated success story initiative. Although the pandemic's first wave did hit Connecticut extremely hard, resulting in a statewide shutdown, this did not stop the team over at the American Job Centers. Our media correspondent, Singquel Short, has reports.
They say preparation is the key to success. Just as much should be said about the impact of Workforce Alliance, the American Job Centers, and our community and program partners as they continue to strive to help the people they serve. Singquel, a communications specialist at the American Job Centers, was tasked with producing new ways to engage their customers with the return of client testimonials, a task that he could not shy away from. One of the most common themes Singquel started to notice was assistance with childcare. We all know that COVID-19 has created many barriers with education and daily care for children. Barriers at the American Job Center has climbed tenfold. We encourage our audience to dive into these new stories and experiences to gain insight on how AJC continues to support its community throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. This is Singquel Short reporting from New Haven.
The phrase, just like riding a bike, is known to many nationwide, although surprisingly does not apply to every situation. The phrase, just like filling out a job application, however, has not been able to receive similar liking. Within the past year, the hiring process at many companies has drastically changed. With the jobs that we know becoming harder to find, we now send you to our news analyst who has more details about how you can access new opportunities.
What is going on, South Central Connecticut? It is Singquel Short here today at the American Job Centers in New Haven, Connecticut, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is for you to access our AJC Hot Jobs list. You're going to want to pay attention to this one. How's it look? Ready to go? All right, come on. For any of our followers who aren't familiar, right now we are next to the main entrance at the American Job Centers in New Haven. And as you can see in the front area, we already have tons of information for our clients and new customers. But that's not what you came here to see. Even though this is all great, you came here to see our new edition of the AJC Hot Jobs list. Yes, along with all of this amazing information, including our hours for each location, we do have our AJC Hot Jobs list right here in the front area for any customer to just come in and be, oh, wow, this is amazing. You know what? I'm going to bring this information home, share it with my wife, share it with my family, share it with my husband, share it with my kids, make sure that everybody, family, friends knows that this information is easily accessible. If you would like more information about how you can access the AJC Hot Jobs list, please call or go to your nearest American Job Centers, or you can go online to workforcealliance.biz/American Job Centers, and we have the August edition, both online and on site.
This concludes today's top stories from AJC News Today. For more breaking news on the latest updates, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all the other platforms that you currently cycle throughout the process of your day. Thank you all for joining us. I am Singquel Short, covering AJC News Today.
You are now tuned in to AJC News Today, Connecticut's #1 news station, trying its hardest to be a news station.